Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's Quentin here and welcome to tutorial number 23, and in this tutorial we are going to continue talking about selectors in CSS, and I'm actually going to talk about the child selectors specifically. Now if you guys don't know what I mean by child selector, then basically I mean elements inside of other elements, okay? So in other words, let's say I had a div over here, and let me just end this off, and then I had a paragraph inside of this div. So end off this paragraph and we'll just say basically like I have a parent, and then outside this div we'll just say we'll put in another paragraph, and this one can just say I don't have a parent div, and this one should actually say I have a parent div. Okay, and basically what this means is that this paragraph is a child of this div element, because basically this paragraph is inside of that div. Likewise, this paragraph does not have a parent div because it is not inside a div at all. Okay, you basically get the picture. Like, as long as you've got an element inside of another element, then that is its parent. So this paragraph has a parent which is this div, and this div has a parent which is the body, and this paragraph has a parent, it's the body, but it doesn't have a div as a parent. Okay, so now whenever I jump over to CSS and I want to style these paragraphs, and I only wanted to style paragraphs inside of the div, then I could go ahead and do that using a child selector. And what I mean by child selector, well, I don't know why I said that twice, but whenever you want to style with a child selector, you are going to type in the parent's name first, so div, and then p in this case, because our parent is the div and then the child is the paragraph, and that's what we actually want to style. So if you want to go ahead and style with the child selectors, you're going to type the parent's name and then the actual element that you want to style. So let's go ahead and turn all paragraphs inside of a div red. So I'm going to go ahead and type in color red. Okay, and now that I've done that, if I run this in Firefox, I should get two paragraphs on the screen. There we go. So one is red because this has a parent div, and this one does not have a parent div, so that one did not turn red. Okay, and the nice thing about this is CSS, whenever you're styling, will take the longer description whenever you're trying to style an element. So because this div p is more accurate than if I had just styled with a p or with a paragraph tag, then it'll still turn all of these paragraphs that are inside of divs red, even if I have another styling rule that is set to turn all paragraphs blue. Okay, so let's go back here, and when I click refresh, you can see that it's turned all the normal paragraphs blue, but the paragraphs that would still have a div as a parent will still turn red, because CSS, like I said, will choose the more descriptive name, or yeah, basically this is more accurate because it has the actual parent's name and then the child's name. So you can go ahead and style that way. And another thing that I'd like to mention though is, if you are ever going to have both of these paragraphs inside of a div, so let's say that you were creating another div around this paragraph, then both of them now have a parent div. Okay, so that means that if you wanted them to be different colors, you're going to have to combine classes or IDs with the actual child elements. So let me show you guys how to do that. So I'll go ahead and give this one a class of red, and I'll give the next one a class of blue. So just set that equal to blue, and basically now whenever I select class red, actually I think I'm going to give this an ID of blue just to demonstrate that you can do it with both ID and class. So whenever you want to select children with a class, then you can go ahead and select your class of red, then select the element that you want to style. So basically all paragraphs that have a parent with the class red will turn red. And what do you know? Over here we have a paragraph, and it's got a parent div that has the class red, so this one should still stay red. And now that I think about it, if I go and refresh, nothing's actually going to change. So let's give this next class or next ID a class of green rather, just so that we actually get the color to change. Okay, and basically if you want to select with parents and children, or IDs with children with IDs as parents, there we go, that's probably the better explanation, then you could go ahead and just go hashtag and then put in the ID. So the ID was green, and then select your child element that you would like to style, which in this case is our paragraph. And now all paragraphs that have a parent with the ID of green should turn green. So let's go ahead and just change that. Okay, and well, you know, the second paragraph over here has a div with a parent, or has a parent div with the ID of green. So now when I go ahead and click refresh, I get my paragraph turning green. Okay, so that's pretty much all I have for you guys in this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe. Please feel free to leave a comment, like, or share the video. It's really going to help my channel grow, and I will see you guys next time.